Today's Friday, April 25th, and today I'm just wondering about the NFL Draft Round 1 that took place last night, what the Cowboys did, what the rest of the league did. Well, a lot more about what the Cowboys did. And that's next.
We aim to turn your nest egg into a paycheck with half the amount you've been led to believe. Fluent Financial combines in-house portfolio design and risk management with income-generating investments designed to accelerate your financial independence. Our goal is to develop an effective portfolio strategy to help you retire sooner and have a better lifestyle. Visit fluentfinancial.com.
Well, the Cowboys surprised us all a couple of years ago when they took Mozzie Smith. Kind of wish they hadn't surprised us with that. And they surprised us a bit last year by trading down and taking Tyler Guyton. And there was a surprise again in the first night of the NFL draft. At number 12, Dallas took a pure guard. I say pure guard because a lot of times in the NFL draft, guys are guard tackles or guard centers. No, Tyler Booker is a pure guard, and he will be put right into the lineup at right guard. I know in the press conference afterward, the Cowboys said he'll compete with Brock Hoffman and Robert Jones. Hey, if the number 12 pick loses the battle to start to either one of those two, we've got another significant problem. What is Booker? Well, first of all, he's a load. He is a massive human being. Is he athletic? No. Did he run a fast 40? No. Did he have a good shuttle time? No. What is he? He's the guy you don't want to meet in the back alley. That's what he is. He's a big old mauler. And when you think about NFL guards, they've got a space, I don't know, 2 yards wide, 3 yards wide, that they operate in, that they live in. And Booker is a mauler in that area. Now, was he the 12th best player available in the draft? No. The estimators of Booker said he was probably at the end of the first round. And that causes you some worry because those people do good jobs. But the Cowboys made a decision that they want to rebuild their lines. Thank you, Lord. Booker, if he works, fits on the right side of Connor Beebe, and the left side is Tyler Smith, and that's a good start. One of the reasons the Cowboys took Booker, they said, was the plethora of terrific defensive tackles in the NFC East. And that's the truth. That is the truth. Carter in Philadelphia, Lawrence in New York, they can tear you up from a defensive line standpoint. And Booker hopefully gives the Cowboys a middle of their offensive line. Now we can start going out to the tackle. I'm still very worried about Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton's first year was very shaky. He has no competition this year for the job. Remember, he had competition last year, and it was the veteran backup Chuma Adoga who actually beat him out for the job, but then got hurt. But that's for a battle a little bit down the road. I have lots of thoughts about the second round and what other teams did in the first round. But let's stay on the Cowboys and talk second round for a moment. All the needs the Cowboys had, all the evident needs the Cowboys had, are still there after the choice of Booker. He did not fill an evident need. But if you're the Cowboys and you see these defensive tackles flowing through your line at right guard, that's a need. Okay, and if you're going to run the ball, you better be able to block the interior of your offensive line. But all the obvious needs, running back, cornerback, defensive tackle, wide receiver, and maybe even an edge rusher, are all still there. And the Cowboys have only 2 more picks until pick number 149. So only 2 more premium picks. Who would I like today? Well, I've got a list of availables here that I made. Let me take a look at this because I've starred some players. If the edge rusher Mike Green from Marshall makes it to Dallas at number 44, that's the 12th pick in the second round, I don't know how you can not take him. Is he a primary need again? No. But would he be, in my estimation, the best player left on the board? Yes. And I would take Mike Green. But there are wonderful other players left. And if you're talking real needs, running back, cornerback, you can cross your fingers for these 2 players. Running back TreVeyon Henderson from Ohio State, I'm worried he may go really early in the second round. And the East Carolina cornerback Savon Ravel. He's a terrific player, but he got hurt last year, missed most of his college season, but he was back in time for the Senior Bowl, and he was good at the Senior Bowl. So remember those 3 names, Mike Green, Savon Ravel, and TreVeyon Henderson. Now, I've got thoughts in the first round, what people did in the first round, and that's next on Just Wondering.
Are you struggling to cook healthy meals that actually taste good? Not sure what seasonings go together to make your food pop? Well, let's be honest. You need something quick and easy for your busy schedule, and OPA, OPA has you covered. Introducing OPA seasonings. Mary just loves them on meat, fish, chicken, veggies, salads. Just sprinkle, enjoy, and you will love OPA. You get it easily. You go to the website, opafoods.com, OPA foods.com. Use the promo NORM and you get 10% off your order. And here's the best part. A portion of every purchase goes to the Austin Street Shelter for the Homeless, helping those in need while you enjoy great food. Delicious meals, a great cause, and savings. What's not to love? Try OPA today. In 1993, Bob opened the original Bob's Steak and Chop House on Lemon Avenue. 32 years later, the original Bob still greets you at the original Bob's. And now his sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch has opened in McKinney. Same fantastic beef and fresh seafood at these 2 Bob's, each run by the Bob's Steak and Chop House.
There was a massive trade in the first round. Jacksonville moved from number 5 to number 1. They gave Cleveland a boatload of picks to make that move, including next year's number 1. But you know what? This is a franchise just languishing. And a franchise that's got a good young quarterback in Lawrence that they've got to figure out what's happening to him. He backslid so badly last year. So their young general manager, and when I say young, I mean young. James Gladstone is 34 years old. He's the second youngest general manager in the history of the NFL. And what does he do his first day on the real job? He pulls a blockbuster. He makes a trade to move from number 5 to number 2 and grabs generational talent Travis Hunter. Is Travis Hunter a cornerback? Yes. Is Travis Hunter a wide receiver? Yes. Is Travis Hunter possibly both in the NFL? Yes. Gladstone got a great looking player for the move up. Now, other moves. Vegas really coveted Ashton Genty, the running back from Boise State. And there were all sorts of rumors about people trading up to get in front of them, and they didn't happen. And Genty goes to Las Vegas, who now has a stud runner. At number 11, San Francisco, which is turning over its cap. They let a load of good players go, and they needed to fill holes. And two of the people they let go were interior defensive linemen. So Michael Williams from Georgia really makes sense for them. At number 14, Indianapolis, in their wildest drug-induced fantasies, could never think that Penn State Ty Warren would get them at 14. But he did. What a value pick there. There were 3 picks in the middle of this round. Denver got Texas cornerback Jahdae Barron. Pittsburgh got Derek Harmon, the, I guess you'd say, nose tackle from Oregon. And the Chargers got running back O'Marion Hampton from North Carolina. All 3 of them got value here. And I have to tell you, Harmon just looks like a Steeler player. Harmon looks like he'll be a Steeler player for 12 years, quite honestly. At number 25, the Giants jumped back into the first round and drafted quarterback Jason Dart, not Shedeur Sanders. He's still on the board. But Dart now gets to sit behind that wise old hen Russell Wilson for a year, or maybe more than a year, while he learns the NFL. Pretty nice move there. Baltimore at 27 got Malachi Starks, a safety from Georgia. How does Baltimore do it every year? How do they do it? They just sit there and they twiddle their thumbs while 20 or 25 teams pick ahead of them. And all of a sudden, arriving on their doorstep is the best safety in the draft. And just like Harmon in Pittsburgh, Malachi Starks looks like a Raven for a long time. At the very end of the draft,